A pleasant good afternoon, good morning, good evening to our SOS family all around the world. Welcome to Strictly Business on SOS Radio 95.9 FM. Wherever you are right now, give a friend a call a family member and tell them to tune into SOS Radio 95.9 right now. But before we continue, of course, we'd like to thank and shout out to our many great sponsors that we have. First, we'd like to thank St. Martin Harbor Holding Company, a place where you know by now you can go and visit the Walter Plant Square in downtown. You go, you get some lunch, you get some drinks, you go hang out with some friends and have a great time. Also, we'd like to thank GEBE, our water and electricity company. GB, we thank you so much for being on board with us. Also, you know, we have the many different tiki huts. We have Irie Caribbean Tiki Hut in Colby, just across the movies. Go there for a delicious lunch special, and also they have some fresh, healthy juices. Give them a call at 721-522-6938. That is 721-522-6938. We also have the Jerky's Tiki Hut on the Illage Road, right next to Aki Supermarket, and there's another Tiki Hut across from the Beach Plaza Casino. Now, get your delicious jerk chicken, your ribs, your Johnny Cakes, your potato salads at the Tiki Huts. Of course, if you're looking for healthy cold coconut water, you can get that in Cold Bay as well. Also, we like to thank La Dulce Vita Italian Restaurant in Puerto Pleasance, Princess Casino. Go there for great Italian food and a nice dining experience. Give them a call at 721-544-4311. That is 721-544-4311. Also, we like to thank Bull Chan's in town on the front streets. If you're looking for all your electronic needs, go and visit Bull Chan's today. Also, Nagico Insurance for all your insurance needs. And also, St. Martin International Guest House. If you're visiting the island, you're looking for a great spot, for a great price, give them a call at 588-1216. That is 588-1216. Also, if you're looking for entertainment, video games, movies, go and visit the Video Block DVD store in French Quarter. That's all our sponsors. Thank you so much. You're here with your host, Mr. Bryan Barry. I also have in the house my good co-host, Mr. Julian Rollocks Jr. And we have a full house. But let me introduce the man himself. How you doing, my brother?
How you doing, Brian? What's going on?
Wonderful. Always good to be here.
Good afternoon to all SOS Radio listeners. Today we're going to have a very special, great program. Before going into the program, I would like to thank Bull Chance, because we're going to be donating 10 tablets, to school here in St. Martin, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Primary School.
Awesome.
Okay, the topic of today is going to be promoting technology within education / books.
That's right.
Okay. I also would like to thank, of course, the founder of Strictly Business, my father, Mr. Julian Rollocks Jr. You, Bryan Barry, and of course our cameraman, Melvin.
That's right.
And of course my wife also, because she always backs me up in everything I want to do. Okay. Now we're going to start by introducing one of our newest cats today. It's Ralph, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, how you doing, sir? How you doing? Talk to the people, man.
Thanks for having me on the program. Good afternoon to everyone tuning in. I hope you have a great show.
Okay. Now, introduce yourself a little bit. Tell us about you. What do you do? With books. Talk to us.
Well, those listening to this tuning in, those who probably hear me for the first time. So my name is Ralph Quintana. I grew up on the other side of the rock. Currently a student at USM. Main thing about me, I would say, is that I am a history enthusiast, so I love history, love politics as well, which is the reason why I actually published my book, Words of Change, Voices from Sweden and Soda. Added to that, I'm a UNESCO youth representative, so I represent St. Martin with UNESCO several times, and I've been to Jamaica, Curacao, and Paris also.
Okay, that's nice.
A person loves to travel, so a few months ago I was in Russia.
Wow.
Just 3 weeks ago, I came from India, attended
That's nice.
That's nice.
Conferences and some summits where basically get the opportunity to represent the island. And added to that, I'm just a young intellectual. I love to read, love to study. But the main thing too is that I love to share information, and basically, so that's the reason for me coming up with my book. And
okay. We're happy to have you today.
Yes, huge congratulations.
Congratulations on that.
Right,
for sure.
right.
We also would like to introduce two other young ones who wasn't here already on our program, but today they're here at St. Martin.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. we would like to introduce our MP. Hardwell.
Good morning, radio listeners. Good morning, Mr. Bryan and Mr. Julian. By the way, we will always say Martinez.
Well, always, always, yeah. But the other days you all came in as politicians, you know, of St. Martin, okay? All right, okay. We'd also like to introduce our how do you call it? The principal teacher of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Primary School, Mr. Stuart Johnson. Talk to the people.
Good afternoon, St. Martin. Of course, it's a pleasure being on SOS Radio once again, and of course on the program Strictly Business. You know, we're here to discuss education and reading and technology all combined into one, so I look forward to that discussion this afternoon. Again, St. Martin, it's a pleasure having you listening in today.
Okay, so the first point I would like to go in, we will start with Ralph and then we come down. Now, technology, you know, is going very, very fast nowadays, and there are certain facts that are coming out, the studies that I did, that professionals indicate that books are coming out slowly out of the community, okay, and more people is using tablets and iPads, and tablets are being used in schools now. Primary schools come up. There are certain countries that don't even use no more books, okay. They use tablets or low-cost tablets as they call them, okay. I personally I support it because when I was studying in school and I was younger, I never used to like to read, to tell you honest. I never used to like to read. Okay, so I think maybe I get the focus, or I move fast, or I like to move. I don't like to sit down and just read. Okay, so when I was in college, was that? When I was in college and university in Curacao, what I started doing, I started to film the teachers in class on my tablet. Okay, and in my opinion, when you film them, you catch everything. But when you go home, you really have to grind your teeth in it, because, you know, then you can write down everything. You know, in my opinion, in the class, when you only write down everything, there's certain things the teacher says you miss because you can't catch everything. What do your opinion about this technology and education?
Well, last thing you said, that's a fact, because really and truly you can't really understand. So that comes in handy in terms of if you're able to record or even videotape your teacher, so that you can go back to a specific point that you want to go to. But at the end of the day, at least in terms of books are concerned, even if it's digitally, it's still important. It's still a growing thing, because, for example, I'm a book lover. I always prefer to have a physical book.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, limited space at home, you know, for example, I have right now about 60 books on my phone right now on my Kindle. Okay. But overall, where education is concerned, the technology is great because, for one, I guess we all remember when we were in school, a lot of the textbooks we use are hand-me-down textbooks. Probably classes from 6-7 years ago used, and so at least the great thing is that if you can transfer the learning material into technology, one, I guess it's user-friendly, more attractive, and, in some ways it lasts longer than opposed to having a physical book. Otherwise, for me, I think books are still needed. For people who have books, that feeling when you buy a new book, when you open a new book, it's still amazing. Opposed to downloading an app and then you open another app, and for one too, you still find a lot of people who prefer to want to make notes and write information on a book. At least on an app like that. But I don't know about the other book apps that I use Kindle. They can highlight it, but you can't.
Still not the same.
It's still different. But overall, you must say though, reading is fundamental.
It's fun.
It's definitely a major priority. I think I always say it's not about people who read, but in terms of quality reading, especially among young children, I think it's lacking. And the negative of it, in terms of the texting and so forth, shows how, and I've seen it from visiting schools, that when children write, when you give them essays and stuff,
it's horrible.
Exactly, and they actually end up writing
how they text.
And so that's a problem.
Like you
Yeah. Or Y, or just Y.
Yes.
And the letter
Everything
U.
they want to abbreviate.
Yeah.
Everything.
I mean, it's understandable, different time and so forth, but still, certain things, the fundamentals have to remain as is because you need to.
That's why we're here today, because there's a lot of people also that they don't support this, especially the older version. They don't really support this because they say, they have a lot of stuff that people say. Let's say, for example, I see something here, screen distract 1 or 2 year olds from interacting with parents or siblings. Like the tablet. It gets not so distracted.
I mean, you could, if you ever seen a young child with a tablet, you could not, the world could be crashing around them.
Right. And they
still focus on that one thing. So I believe it could be distracting. The thing is, I would suggest to have e-readers for students, because then they're not online. It's strictly for books. In terms of, instead of a tablet, an e-reader, and then it's also it's not light permitting, so it doesn't have light going into your eyes. It reads just a paper. I have Kindle Paperwhite. Rob also has one. So those are meant for books.
Okay.
You can read it in the sun.
You can read it in the sun.
Okay.
So I think when it comes to distraction, I mean, we all have social media here, and we know for ourselves how we can get distracted on social media. You got Facebook, somebody clicks like, and from there you go to Wikipedia, you search this, and then when you look, an hour passed already, and you don't do none of the other work you have to do. And I think for young children, it's even more difficult for them to focus when there's so much distractions out there.
Your views on that, Stuart?
Well, for me, I view it similar, but slightly a little different. As you said, there's the developmentally stage where from 0 to 4, kids playing with a tablet is not really advisable, or TV for that matter, because it's not a matter of the picture or the light emanating from it. It's the movement into the picture, the movement into the tablet that causes the children to either lose focus or developmentally become off. Studies have shown that. In terms of a tablet for reading, I think it's an essential tool to go beyond reading. A tablet can tap into the learning styles of students in mathematics, in science, in English. And we see today in our educational system that besides books being outdated, that the system itself needs more support. There's a lot of social issues affecting our people. There's a lot of children who come to school hungry, who come to school without a pen or pencils. That tablet will open up a world of possibilities for them. They're able to get content on their level. They're able to pick up things that they don't understand from the teacher just talking from a blackboard and walking around in a classroom with groups, because that's how our system is now today with foundation-based education. They work in groups. But as much as the teacher might know with a bachelor's degree, or as much as the school might be able to provide for that teacher, the bottom line is to connect with the students. Technology now will connect with students in a way that will be second to none. And teachers now have to also be equipped with using the technology, because we're still in a transition where we have seasoned teachers in the system that look at a tablet or look at programs like Office 365 for email and planning and calendars and events, and they watch it like it's a totally foreign language again. So we also have to strike that balance between making sure that our students understand the purpose behind technology, that they use it for its original intent, which is to help you, and not to make you, like our MP said, lazy or demotivated or take you off track, but it's to help you in getting the skills you need.
One thing I agree with Stuart, he highlighted a little bit, is that, for instance, let's go back to having a book, first of all. A book for me, people that have never traveled before, if you ever read a book, you've already traveled. Because when you read a book, your imagination brings it up. And that's what we complain so much about movies, because when you read a book, and you imagine it in your head, how the movie's going to be.
Oh yeah. Just like the movie, the movie, what's the movie name again? About this guy.
There's a lot of movies.
No, let me tell you this one, this exact one. The rich guy, and then
Wolf of Wall Street?
Wolf of Wall Street?
No, the one where the rich guy and the girl went by the guy, and the guy, the guy was kind of psycho. What the name of this one again? It was very,
but you see more, especially with biographies too. Like for example, my favorite autobiography, my favorite movie. When we watch a Malcolm's movie, it's
a different, But what I'm trying to say, a lot of people, like I didn't read a book. A lot of people who saw the movie, I was like, the movie was good. It was like Nah, compared to the book,
Yeah.
it was nothing.
Your
You know.
imagination brings you there, and that's why it's important, I believe, for us to start stressing on reading from a young age. And I agree. I believe in separation also. I think a tablet is also necessary, but I think for reading itself, when it comes to distraction, an e-reader would be better. With a tablet, like Tua said, though, it also brings I believe it has to be managed also. So not having access to everything. When I was younger, I used to read a lot of encyclopedias. I would open an encyclopedia, read about cats, and turn the page every minute. But now, with a good tablet, you could click on a cat, click on the insides of the cat, the heart, and keep on going deeper and deeper and deeper. And it brings your imagination out there. It brings you to new possibilities. When I was younger, you wanted to be a policeman, fireman, a doctor, a pilot. Me at a certain age. But having a tablet now, you want to be an astronaut, you want to be a software engineer, you want to study biology at 8 years old because you have access. It opens your mind.
But I have a question for Stuart, because he is a teacher, principal. How do you guys really implement it in school with the kids?
Well, Martin Luther King School is the first public education school to really open up the possibility for students to bring tablets. We did that at the beginning of this school year. And the reason, again, for that is to ensure that students get the content that they need. When they reach 6th grade, I think it's too late then to start wondering what deficiencies they lacked in academics, how come they're not reading, because if you have a student that's going through primary school, and when they reach 6th grade, you wonder why their reading level is still a grade 2 or 3, you have to wonder about what happened throughout that period of time. Did they just go along the system, or is there certain things in the system that needs to be enhanced, needs to be brought out? And one of those things that is missing now in our system is we had remedial teachers for reading that was taken out. When you take out something, it causes a consequence. And those are one of the consequences that those weaker students, and again I have to stress that in public education, not like any other system, we have a lot of social issues because again, reflective of the district, especially in my school, besides the district of Dutch Quarter, there is of course other districts that need help and need attention. Certain families that single mother has to work 2 jobs and the kids are going home to an empty house, an empty fridge. So school is now the primary caretaker in certain cases, and we have that. And that's where it's important when technology now comes in, that mother that can't afford to provide that extra lesson in the afternoon like mine could, they now get that chance with a tablet to tap into a different world, a different possibility. So we use that tablet and have opened up the policy where students learn that it's not about Facebook, it's not about social media, Instagram, Twitter, it's about actually using a tablet and getting it to its maximum potential.
That's why with the donation, like when we was talking, I was thinking so much how to do it, because actually I was thinking about just giving 10 kids. But then when we talked about it, and Bryan also, and then we said maybe a school, more kids can have access to the 10 tablets, and you all will restrict them for education only, because strictly at the time, what time
Supervised.
There was something we also saw, Bryan, something that was proven, that the University of California Medical School reported iPads or tablets, students that was equipped with these scored 23% higher on national exams than previously unequipped classes. Okay, now what can you all say on that students with the tablets nowadays, because it's proven that they scored better than the ones without the tablets, or etc.
But let's look at
You have to be careful when you say proven. One research might say one thing.
Another research might say one thing. Yeah, indeed. But this research proved that. And within my experience also, by listening, it's my skill. But maybe when you read, you catch on quicker, faster.
Because everyone has different understandings.
Yeah.
But look at kids today, for instance. When my 4-year-old nephew picks up my phone, he knows my 4-digit password to get to my iPhone and goes strictly to the apps he wants. And if I open Facebook, he will close the Facebook app and say, "Uncle, I don't want to watch Facebook." So kids today are technologically advanced more than when we were at their age. So we really need to adjust with the times, transition, and get them the skills they need. So like Arthur says, not only about having the tablet, but more so getting the learning out of it, the reading, that it's not just that they pick it up and read and see pictures moving. You have to understand. So that comes with a process. And that process, of course, comes with the right education behind using a tablet. because a lot of them are doing all kind of challenges on Facebook now. It's mannequin challenges, ice bucket challenge, you know, they're into that.
Yeah.
So you gotta now strike the balance between the entertainment value of what social media can do and a tablet. And that's what's important now.
And the mind developing now.
Correct.
Because when they have this tablet, like you say, they develop fast because they see all of these things moving.
And they want to go further now in it, different apps, different things. So you're like, I don't say you got to restrict them in certain things.
And we're going to need some younger teachers come back to the island because at this pace, you know, we can't expect a teacher that's already, let's say, a senior teacher that's already 50-something to go and adapt or learn as fast as some of these kids. They're going to learn like 10 times as fast.
They're showing the teacher?
Exactly. The teachers on the kitchen.
But like you said,
even I don't know the idea of having assistants from the USM who are already in the second associate degree program to come and assist.
They just do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Because most of the teachers, I think, from the second year or so, they put them into the different public schools to be teachers assistants. But the schools still need more assistance because a lot of these classrooms are really huge.
And the learning curve for some adults is really steep when it comes to new technology. That's like if I go and tell any one of us here, that's today you have to learn JavaScript to be able to start coding. You're gonna look at me like I'm pretty crazy, you know. But a person at 10 years old will take a challenge, and they're gonna learn much faster. So I think we can also not just the tablets, be able to also look at supporting the senior teacher, and a combination of support and helping them learn. Otherwise, we have the students teaching.
Yeah, but that also the teachers also, I think, is also better. It's better for them. They support it. You can say because when you're preparing something, you just go with a tablet. You don't have to work with all these papers, looking for all these papers.
And then with the tablets, you know, there's programs like Kahoot. There's a program app where you can create a quiz. And all the children are doing the quiz at the same time using the app. It's interactive. You can upload YouTube videos in the questionnaire. You can upload a picture. And of course, then the teacher gets real-time results using the different programs. So again, it takes education, it takes experience, and it takes the willingness to do it.
And also the technology takes out some burden off the teachers. You know, and things like
With assessment and different things.
Yeah. You wrote a book, right?
Yeah.
You said, right? You have it on the app or not yet?
Not yet. The only reason why I've been caught up with school, I have exams this week, so once exams are over, my book will be available on iBooks and Amazon.
Tell the viewers and listeners the name of your book.
Yes, so the name of my book is Words of Change, Voices from Swahili Soil. It's a book about politics, culture, and like youth empowerment on Samantha. So it's a compilation of my best work, I would say, over this past 6 years, because I started writing when I was in high school, teen time, and over the years I just ended up loving it. And the main thing that drove me to writing a book was the fact that, one, as I mentioned, I love history, and I basically hated the fact that I didn't learn much about St. Martin while in school, so I published a book with the intention of maybe teaching people about our island. I have a whole lot more ideas for different books in terms of really putting more information about St. Martin and all that.
Okay. All right. That's good.
There we go.
Yeah. What about you, Arda? You wrote a book yet or not yet?
No, I will co-write the book around in the future.
Okay. All right, Brian. We're running out of time here, man. So.
Run out of time already?
Yeah.
Wow, when you're having fun, time
flies.
flies.
Time flies.
Ah, man. Well, let's quickly have our last words from our guests.
Yeah.
Stuart, go ahead.
Okay, again, thank you for having me on the program this afternoon. Again, of course, the contribution will go far and wide within the school and used for the kids. So, on behalf of the management staff and students, I deeply appreciate that contribution. And of course, look forward to, again, not only Ralph coming back with the books that he has to autograph again for my students, but more books that he will have. Because every book he publishes, he'll be definitely in Martin Luther King School once again. So again, congratulations to you, Ralph, on your book. And of course, congratulations to this wonderful program in St. Martin. Have a blessed Sunday further.
I would like to commend you on the act that you did in sponsoring the tablets. These are things that are very important.
Thank you.
Yeah, my person, basically, one of my goals is to get all the books, copies of the books in the house. But overall, I just can be message we learn and we don't always do this. That's why I did the last of my book. It's something that phrase that we should hold there. And make sure everyone listening to have a blessed Sunday and good week coming forward.
Awesome, thank you.
I'd like to congratulate you guys for the idea and the donation to the marketing school. I think you guys will inspire at least one student, to help with their imagination and set them a lot further. Based on all the stuff that Stuart Johnson said today, I think it's a great initiative, and I hope that other businesses take part in donating or even sponsoring future. Not only notebooks, not only tablets, but whatever new technology comes out to the island. So we desperately need these things, especially in the public schools. Doing a lot more support there, and having role models like Ralph go and visit them, inspire students. I don't know myself. I don't know much people at 21, 19 years old writing a book.
Right.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot of inspiration and really power to decide to write a book and self-publish and understand and take the risk to do that. So I want to congratulate Ralph on that also, and Stuart Johnson for the change of policy, you said? Allowing the policy to change, to have that we adjust to the environmental growth, as Ralph said.
Guys, I would like to thank you all for coming on the program. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Ralph, Stuart, Adwell. I would like to thank Bull Chance again, and Bryan and the whole family, because it's something great, something I really wanted to do and really envisioned it. Okay. We're gonna do this in the week is coming, so stay tuned. Christmas is coming, guys. So if you can give a hand, really just give a hand, whoever you can, because there's a lot of people right here in St. Martin can't have a decent meal on Christmas. Okay, so that's the message for today. Thank you so much. Bryan, thank you.
All right. Thank you to all our amazing guests for being here today. Thank you, SOS Radio, for having us. Thank you, St. Martin, for always listening and tuning into Strictly Business. I will leave you with what we always say. Life is all about choices. So be careful who you choose and what you choose, because what time waits on no one. Till next time, have a blessed Sunday.